Hello friends, good evening. Today I want to discuss about one question from graph theory. Recently came in UGC NET 2020 exam, that is based on Prim's algorithm. Okay, this is the question which came in the exam. This question is asking about using Prim's algorithm to construct a minimum spanning tree starting with node A. We have to find out the minimum spanning tree which start from node A. First of all, I want to discuss about what is minimum spanning tree. Okay, first we will see what is spanning tree, then we will see what is minimum spanning tree. Spanning tree means a spanning tree is a subset of graph G. Okay, it is a subset of a graph G which has all the vertices covered with minimum possible number of edges. Spanning tree means it is a subset of graph G. It should cover all the vertices of the graph with minimum possible number of edges. Okay, hence a spanning tree does not have cycles. It cannot be disconnected. Therefore, we have to construct a spanning tree like it should not have any cycles and it should not be disconnected. What is disconnected? Disconnected means isolated vertex. There is no path to the vertex. If any vertex is like that, it should not have any path from other vertex, then that graph is called disconnected graph. Okay, it should not be disconnected. By this definition, we can draw a conclusion that every connected and undirected graph has at least one spanning tree. Here I want to say about connected. What is connected graph? Connected graph means there should be a path between every pair of the vertex. If we see this graph, there is a path between every pair of vertex. Suppose if we take A and E, we can reach A to E in so many paths. That means a path is existed between every vertex of the graph. Then that graph is called a connected graph. If suppose we will take one vertex here, F. If there is no edge between these vertex, all these vertex and this vertex, then that graph is called a disconnected graph. This is a connected graph. Okay, what is spanning tree definition? Every connected and undirected graph has at least one spanning tree. Okay, if it is a connected graph and it is an undirected graph, then it will be having at least one spanning tree. Okay, next, a connected graph does not have any disconnected graph. Yes, disconnected graph does not have any spanning tree because it is already path is not existed between one or more vertex. That's why it is called as disconnected. Then we can't cover all the vertexes. Okay, there is no edge. That's why disconnected graph will not have any spanning tree. Okay, I will give one example for that. Okay, see here, this is a graph ABC. Okay, it is having three vertices. It is a connected graph because there is a path between each and every vertex of the graph. Okay, it is a connected undirected graph. Okay, these are the we can make these spanning trees. Means we are covering three vertices with minimum number of edges. We can connect like this, we can connect like this, we can make spanning tree like this also. Okay, this is the three different types of spanning trees possible for this connected undirected graph. Okay, it is a complete graph also. Okay, next, okay, we will see what are the properties of spanning tree. Okay, there are some properties a spanning tree should have. Okay, a connected graph, I already told what is a connected graph G can have more than one spanning tree. Just now we saw that graph is having three spanning trees. Okay, all possible spanning trees all possible spanning trees of graph G have same number of edges and same and vertices. Okay, all spanning trees must have same number of edges and same number of vertices. The spanning tree does not have any cycles. Okay, a spanning tree should not have cycles, that means loops. If we remove one edge from the spanning tree, it will make the graph disconnected. Suppose I will show. Suppose if we remove, this is a spanning tree, if we remove edge B, then it will become disconnected. Okay, it will not become spanning tree. Okay, the spanning tree is minimally connected. That means if we disconnect it, if we remove one edge, it will get disconnected. Okay, one more property is adding one edge to the spanning tree will create a circuit. Okay, we will see here. If we had one edge here, it will become circuit. Okay, that is this point is saying. Next, what are the mathematical properties of the spanning tree? Spanning tree has n-1 edges where n is the number of nodes. Means if the graph is the best example, this graph is having three vertices. Okay, this spanning tree is having three vertices and two edges. That means n vertices, n-1 edges. 3 vertices, 3 minus 1 edges. Okay, next, from a complete graph, by removing maximum e minus n plus 1 edges, we can construct a spanning tree. Okay, number of edges minus number of vertices plus 1. This number of edges if we remove, then we can construct spanning tree. Okay, a complete graph can have maximum n power n minus 2 number of spanning trees. Complete graph, this is the formula for complete graph. Suppose in the previous example, this is a complete graph. Okay, it is having, see, n power n minus 2 spanning trees. That is, n is 3. 3 power 3 minus 2 means 3 spanning trees is possible for this complete graph. That's why the formula is n power n minus 2 number of spanning trees. Okay. Okay, now we will see what is minimum spanning tree. We saw now what is spanning tree. Okay, now we will see what is minimum spanning tree in a weighted graph. When we are saying minimum spanning tree, means it is applicable when weights are given in the graph. In a weighted graph, a minimum spanning tree is a spanning tree that has minimum weight. Suppose we already saw we can have any number of spanning trees. When we will say minimum weight, when any spanning tree is minimum weight, that is called as minimum spanning tree. Okay, then all other spanning trees of the okay, this is minimum weight than all other spanning trees of the same graph. Okay, we have two types of minimum spanning tree algorithms. One is Kruskal algorithm, second one is Prim's algorithm. Both are greedy algorithms. Okay, in our exam question is asked based on Prim's algorithm. Okay, I will say what is Prim's algorithm. Okay, this is Prim's. In Prim's algorithm, first of all, we have from the given graph, remove all loops and parallel edges. Okay, choose any arbitrary node as a root node. Next step is check outgoing edges and select one with less weight or cost. Okay, first of all we have to select one outgoing edge. Based on that we have to move whichever is less weight or less cost. Continue all the vertices included. Up to all the vertices included we have to continue this process. Okay, now we will come to the question which is given in our exam. This is the question. Okay, in this question it is having how many vertices? 9 vertices are there. Okay, we have to construct minimum spanning tree. From the options we will check. Okay, first option is AB. First AB. In the question it is given starting with node A. Okay, we have to start with the node A. In our options all are started with node A. First is AB. Next AH. AB, AH. Okay, next GH, FG, next CI, okay, next CF, CI, CD, DE. Okay, all the what I will show you here. This is the spanning tree of the first option. In all the vertices are covered. Total weight is 37. If we add all the weights, this will become 37. This is the weight of the first option. Next option is AB, BH, GH, GI, CI, CF, CD and DE. Okay, this is the spanning tree of the second option. This is like this. After adding we are getting total weight 45. Okay, next third option. This is a spanning tree of the next third one. First it is given AB, BC, CI and CF, FG, GH, CD, DE. Okay, this is the spanning tree of the third option. From this also we got the total weight of the spanning tree is 37. The first option and third option is we got the same weight 37. Okay, next fourth option. First he took AB, next he took GH. Okay, after completing it got, this is the spanning tree of the fourth option. It came 40 as a total weight of the graph. Okay, we can from these weights we can easily say that 1 and 3 is the correct answer. Okay, that's why in the final answers key he given first option and third option. Two options are right answer because minimum weight is same for these two minimum spanning trees. These two can become minimum spanning trees of the given graph. Okay, friends, this is the answer. Thank you for watching.